What up? What's up, everybody? It's Big Cheds. Thanks for hanging out again. Make sure to check out all my great free content on YouTube. Really proud of the library of content, the interviews, the academic tweets explained, the free version of my best-selling book, Trading Wisdom, which you can buy on Amazon. You can also get Trading Quotes, which I published back in December. Wonderful book. I'm super proud of that. I have a new book coming out in probably 6 months, Trading Journal. Keep an eye out for that. Bitcoin Live, best team in the world that studies crypto. I'm a founding analyst. If you want to check that out, all the links are in my. You can find the links for me pretty easily, and check out the public blog, free reports, selection of free reports from over the years, just to give you a sense of what we do. Any of the video gamers in my audience, go to Twitch. Follow me on Twitch at Big Cheds. I stream video games there sometimes, just for fun. So. It's great to talk to you folks. Great to see you there. We're going to cover Bitcoin briefly, and then I'm going to just take your questions and see what you folks want to talk about. That's what it's all about. I like the interactive nature of this format. It's kind of like the Twitter Spaces, a visual version of Twitter Spaces, which, by the way, I've uploaded 40 conversations with traders asking me questions. You're going to want to take a look at that. So let me check in with the chat room and just say hello to everybody. If you're listening now, please make sure to subscribe to the channel, hit like, comment, all that stuff that will help these videos get more visibility. That will encourage me to create more content. So thank you. Let's see. Ken, what's up, Chad? You helped me cut my link trade a year ago, and now I'm back. Thanks for doing these updates. Awesome. Well, hey, John, I appreciate that. I want to empower people, and then they can make their decision, right? I truly don't want to be a guy to tell people like buy or sell, right? I want to give you tools for you to make a decision based on what you see, and then I want you to feel informed and confident, and then also, more importantly, maybe know when the idea fails so you can get out. And so, thanks for the credit, but I don't necessarily want the credit because I don't want the blame either, right? I want to empower you. But in any case, I'm glad it worked out. And it's great to hear you, John. Great to see you, John. Mohammed, hey, what's up, man? Nice to see you, Mohammed. Just say hi to everybody. Good, Ghazi. I've seen you lately in the videos. Let me know which of the playlists you like so far. 40K or 20K? 40K first. Yeah, I mean, you got to think. If you're just looking at if we're doing just basic trend analysis, classical charting, right? Rising 200, uptrend, price above it, confirmed uptrend. And so what is more likely, right? You're more likely to continue with the trend. You got to think that the bottom is in here, as long as we're above 25K, and especially since we did break back up above it and confirm it right on the throwback. So I would say 40K before 20K for me is much more likely. Doesn't mean it can't happen. Doesn't mean I won't be, that I may be wrong in that. I've been wrong many times, right? But I try to learn from them. But just from just a simple trend analysis standpoint, I would think 40K first. Let me know what you folks think. Let's see. Let's just check in with the chat rooms. What's up, Cheds? Thank you so much. What's up from Idaho? Nice to see you. Let's see. Someone had asked a great question. Bollinger and Bollinger Bands. It's a great book. And he's a great dude, really smart guy. Bandwidth, it's a standard deviation of price movement. So you can set like the default for Bollinger Bands is 2 standard deviations. So like, for example, when the price, when you make a big move, so that's actually the opposite of that. Sorry. When you make a big move, the Bollinger Bands are going to expand. They're probably tight, and they expand because you've had a movement outside of the standard deviation of volatility, right? That's a small standard deviation of volatility. And then you make a big move and the bands will expand. That's why after, let me give you an example. After periods of extreme, let's go to daily. I think it was here. Yeah. Periods of extreme price contraction. Look at this Bollinger pinch here. You're sideways for 40, 50 days, whatever that is, 60 days, you're sideways. Look at that pinch, right? And then you had a big move from that. So that's why people use, the Bollinger pinch, Bollinger squeeze. It's tricky. You get a lot of fake outs. But generally, especially when they get this tight, and you can actually express that by going to indicators. You can go to technicals and you can go to Bollinger Band width, and then you can see like, are the Bollinger Bands tight? Here, they were the tightest they'd been in years, right? Even tighter than these lows and these lows. Um, so that's Bollinger Bands. Use them with Japanese candlesticks. Some people, like my buddy Big Jonas, he likes to use 3 standard deviation. I just go with the default. I love these questions. Ask me anything. I want random general questions. I want to feel like a good teacher, and I want to see you growing. Next time you come back, we can talk about what worked, what didn't work. Smash the likes. Thank you. What's up, man? Stuttgart. Wonderful. I'd love to one day go there to Germany. I actually have not been. Interesting. AT&T is an interesting one. I am a holder of it in an investment fund, right? Because I like the dividends, but the chart is clearly bearish. And I even had an option trade on it where I took a short or a put because the price did the underside retest. I've closed it out because I just good enough, and because you maybe get a higher low here, maybe not, but I took good profit in that. But that's just trading kind of local price action. I mean, you're looking at multi-year lows. We'll go to like 12-month chart, and you're right at. I mean, this is right at the bottom of the range. I'm not, a fundamental analyst, so I'm not going to talk about like cash flow or going to talk about like whatever the debt, the balance sheet. The chart's not great, but you're at a kind of an important level. Let's go to maybe monthly. It's probably a little bit cleaner. We're at let's zoom out. So we see what the price did back here. We see what the price did back here in 94, where it found support in 03, and to some extent here, these 09 lows. And we're generally in a demand area, right? We're kind of at the bottom, maybe just below a demand area. And should it break, there's a decent chance it goes down to like, $10, $11. And from a chart standpoint, this is not a great chart. It's really a bad chart. And in theory, you want to be shorting any bounce in this chart until the trend turns around, right? So for example, let's say catches a nice bid and price gets up to around 1650, you're looking for a short, right? And that's going to be, of course, lower time frame dependent. How much do I want to bet the SEC going to have Fed and lose? I don't know, brother. I mean, first of all, like this isn't my area of expertise, but I just don't know. SEC, it's somewhat a political organization too, and it changes, leadership changes, and there's a lot of fluctuation there. And I don't really know, anything could happen. This is not my area of expertise. The one thing about your boy Richard Hart, he falsely claims he called top on the day. He didn't. I've listened to a bunch of his podcasts. He says that, and then he comes back and caveats where he called the top, and then there was a scam wick higher, and it went like a couple thousand higher. Like, bro, you didn't call the top in the day. He's a salesman. So, and someone who's had a lot of time in sales in my life, I know a salesman. So, but I'm generally indifferent on this stuff. I'm just a chart guy. Okay. Qatar, nice to see you, Mohammed. Thank you. Respect you as well. Slovenia. What's up, Slovenia? Thank you so much. Good to see you. I'm just scrolling through the comments, folks. It's just me. I forgot to put my banner up there with some basic information just so you can kind of see, what I'm doing here. It helps me out. I don't have a team. I'm just enjoying this by myself, doing this by myself. Hey, from Kentucky. Folks, again, hit like, hit subscribe, and that will encourage me, and comment as well, and alerts or whatever, they'll encourage me to do more of this content. So let me just look for some good questions. So when you meant trend analysis, what do you mean? I mean trend analysis, right? I have a whole master. I'm talking about a style of classical charting, which is Western TA and Japanese candlestick analysis, but more so classical charting when I'm talking about the trend, right? Look, candlestick analysis is more for local momentum, but I have a whole free masterclass series which will teach you trend analysis. It will teach you to identify what is the trend and what is the price structure of the trend, where are major support and resistance levels, what are moving averages, what are the different types, how do I use them, how do I develop trade structure, how do I know when my idea fails, all that stuff. I mean, it's when I mentioned trend analysis, I mean what I literally do, 17 hours a day. And I tweet out a lot of stuff, academic observations about price and trend analysis, and sometimes they're a little bit academic and I'm trying to lead you to like open up a textbook or go to Google or whatever, check out Tweets Explained where I go through those. So you can kind of, for the students who really want to learn, right? Who are trying to, get serious about TA, trend analysis, technical analysis, because that's what it is. Like TA, the people who say TA doesn't work, I mean, tell that to the price. Like it's about a trend. You identify the trend and you want to ideally profit from a movement against the trend. So if it's uptrending, you are buying the dip. If it's bouncing, you're selling the rip. Fetch, let's take a look at Fetch, FET. Let's go over to crypto watch list. We'll put Fetch. Had been really strong and has been breaking down. It was strong a couple months ago and breaking down. Still looks pretty weak. And we have essentially an inverted head and shoulders violation here in progress. You're essentially taking out a short position here because even if you're a bull, you've said, okay, shoulder, head, shoulder, and your trigger level is kind of goofy. You do diagonal, but I still would have to be conservative and waiting for kind of a horizontal neck base confirmation and invalidation level. It's invalidating right now. So even if you're a bull, you have to recognize the failed reversal pattern in progress. This thing's in major trouble. MA200 probably going to roll over. I would be very careful here. A little bit less careful if you get above 25, 26 cents. But generally, this chart looks like it's getting ready to roll over and do another leg lower. Probably goes to around 14, 15 cents minimum. All right. I don't know about alt season. I think it's kind of a misnomer. You don't want to think about alt season. You really only care about whatever chart you're trading, right? Ant or INJ, Ocean, even XRP. TRX actually looks decent, right? Even TRX looks pretty good. But when things don't look so good, you want to try to avoid them, right? You want to try to stay away when things are kind of breaking down, when the trade isn't there. Like when we this whole idea of alt season, and I've been riffing on this a lot, at least recently, is that like you convince yourself there's going to be a time when I feel like I say this every video, where you can just buy it and you'll be fine. You can just buy it and ride it, and you won't have to manage your risk. It's not going to happen. So if you're sitting around waiting for alt season per off, you're doing yourself a disservice. What you need to be doing is studying trend analysis and then cut your watch list in half and every day study whatever you think you might be trading tomorrow or the next week. Develop a muscle memory. Great to see you. Thank you so much. I like this format. It's a very casual format. I do the full market reports twice a week in Bitcoin Live. I haven't missed one of those in 4 years. These are fun. These are fun videos. And for me, and I could stop for 3 months and it's fine, right? But I don't skip Bitcoin Live. I'm doing it now. I'm having fun. And again, folks, hit like and subscribe. I'll probably do more of these. Sure. S&P. I think we're probably going to drop back to the daily MA200 on the SPX. It's been my read. It's a strong uptrend. You saw where the simple moving average, right, the middle Bollinger SMA 20. It found support there the last 2 times. We're now trading within the shadow of this massive bear engulfing candle, albeit on mild volume. So it's kind of a muted signal. Again, with the bearish engulfing, if using candlestick theory, if you have a small body, a large body, you would want the volume to be at least 1.5 times on the second candle here, right? To suggest kind of a change or a challenge in momentum. For my read, you're probably just going to see kind of a vanilla mean reversion to the SMA 20. Let's see what's going on here. Okay, I'm checking around the chat room. Thank you so much. I am in good health. I'm in great health. I mean, I don't know. I don't want to knock on wood or anything, but I work out a lot and I'm feeling really good. Can do better. We'll try to do better. Maybe to be less indulgent. I tend to be a little bit indulgent sometimes, but that is what it is. Let me continue here. Thank you, Chocolate. Appreciate that. Hey, Tommy Lang, good to see you, bud. Yeah, let's do it for you. STX. We got a little time left, usually 20 to 25-minute updates. These are fun. If you're enjoying this, you want more, again, you need to go to my YouTube channel. Soak it up. STX. Stacks. I like the name. That's pretty funny. It's kind of a boring chart to me. You got a pretty clear lower high here from the lower high, right? So you see this trend. You've more or less given up almost the entire move from February. It looks pretty flat, and even you get kind of a local descending supply trend as well. It's an unconfirmed uptrend, right? The price is below a rising 200. Is that our new low? And I was at the higher low. I mean, remains to be seen. If that's the case, you clearly need to hold, these range lows that you're marking. Is it something I would trade? Definitely not. Is it something I'd be like super worried about if I'm in? Not like that other one I looked at. A little bit more indifferent on this. Position sizing, absolutely. And I talk about this in Trading Wisdom. And I talk about some of this in the free version of Trading Wisdom. I have a chapter. Do I have that one? I have a chapter in the book on scaling in and scaling out, and in my quotes book. And I've tweeted out a lot of quotes from the book that, that's essentially a free version. The question is, how do I, and I'll leave it in Bitcoin while we're talking, how do you preserve position size? Yeah. So here's the thing, right? And thoughts and education. Well, education resources, of course, my YouTube channel. Start with the masterclass tutorials. Listen to Twitter Spaces. I've spent a lot of time on this subject. Your position size should be directly correlated to your confidence and familiarity with the play you're attempting to make profit from, right? Do you have muscle memory on the chart? Yes, I have a huge watch list. I watch a million things. It's kind of my job. I trade, I teach. Altcoins, I have a smaller list. I'm really just trading a small list of altcoins, but I watch a lot of equity stuff because I'm trying to learn. If you're not doing what I'm doing, right, you should have a smaller watch list, maybe 10, 15 plays max, and you know them well. And so when you're going to trade it, you feel comfortable and confident. If the price is at a major level, maybe you can have a little bit bigger position size. If it's in the middle of a channel, you should be very careful. And generally speaking, you can also scale in and scale out of your positions. You can start with a third of the position size you want. You can drop to lower time frames, see how the price responds. You don't want to just be aping in, hitting market buy, and just kind of going in all at once. It's going to set you up for trouble. I have a lot of thoughts on this. I've done a lot of work on this subject. Check out my YouTube channel. Okay. Give me thoughts on BTC. Sure, Ash. I did them at the beginning, Ash. And they haven't in general changed. We do have a weekly uptrend. We're still consolidating nicely after the high time frame breakout and hold on the throwback to the neck baseline of the inverted head and shoulders. Daily, we're heading back towards supply. Probably still will tag 28.5. Maybe this is the front run low, just above it. We shall see. Clearly, you have kind of a minor range low to use as a trade pivot. A little bit choppy though, right around 30K. And then potentially a 31K upside target as well. It's pretty much target pivot target. Pretty much the same deal that we've talked about the last couple of times. What is the point of a price prediction? I mean, that's useless. But I'll give one. But I just think, the point of these predictions and targets is they take your eyes off what's happening right now. It's really important to stay focused and in the moment. And if you convince yourself that Bitcoin's going to be 50K at the end of the year, then you may miss a major clue like a support break and you hold on to something, right? Like if you just convince yourself that whatever altcoin you're in is going to be, 3, 4, 5 times higher at the end of the year, that you're almost allowing yourself to hold into a downtrend, and you don't want to do that, right? Like losers average losers. If your idea fails, you have to get out. That being said, end of year price prediction on Bitcoin. End of year price prediction on Bitcoin. What do we think? I don't know. Maybe like 32K. I would say like 32 to 35K would be my end of year price prediction. Right now. Ask me again next week. Maybe I'll have a different one. Yeah, render's still pretty good. It still has relative strength. It's one of the charts I've been watching. It's at an interesting level for me, and I've talked about that. Bitcoin Live, talked about this here on Twitter and on YouTube. I mean, it's at the neck baseline of a head and shoulders. Most head and shoulders, as with most reversal patterns, will fail. This is where you want to buy with the rising daily MA200. Then I wouldn't say it's necessarily that much relative strength. I mean, INJ, even ANT, like that's relative strength. Look at price relationship to the daily MA200, but this is at a key level. That's why it's an interesting trade for me. Matic still is pretty weak. I'm gonna try to blast through a couple of these to give the people what they want. Still pretty weak. I think I talked about it last video. It is probably going to drift lower. Probably going to test these range low 60 cents, and then maybe even lower. I just don't like the chart. There's much better stuff out there. Sure, I'll do XVG. I haven't looked at this in a while. Do you know XVG had that Pornhub partnership? They did that really funny video on YouTube. The future is coming. You have to check that out. XVG is just a bad chart too. Nice little bounce though. Yeah, okay. I mean, and I'm conditioned to thinking XVG is terrible, but I'm looking. There's not a lot of volume in the sell candle, so it's a pretty clean consolidation. You're right at about the midpoint or just below of the move. And you clearly have tried to set a low. I think if you lose this low and you're a bull, I think you have to say, all right, like that was the pump and dump, that was the move. And you had plenty of candle weakness here to give you a clue. All these long upper wicks above the upper Bollinger Band, so you put plenty of kind of weakness there. And then you had this local breakdown, right? So there's been trades, short trades, and there's been opportunities to take profit if you were, instead hoping for some type of a bullish equilibrium, which you didn't get, right? So, it's okay. It's given up a lot, but if it holds here, it still has a chance to rally and then maybe continue higher. Okay. I'm going to check around everybody. Did we hit 28.5? And when we hit it on Coinbase, and then yes, whatever. I did not predict, but it kind of felt like, I kind of said we're probably going to 28.5. That was up here around 31.5. No, it was actually back here. Yeah, right around 31.5. I don't know if we could kind of 28.7 for me. This is the price index. I know Coinbase or one of the exchanges had that price dip, but I don't think it was kind of across the board. Let me do a couple more. I really enjoy these. You're welcome, Tommy. Omaha, good to see you. Yeah. So when your price wicks down to your stop loss, right back up to your entry, do you move and get back in? Sure. Yes, absolutely. It's a great topic. So I will revalidate I'll get stopped out and I'll try my idea 2, maximum 3, but usually 2 times. So a lot of this, it will happen to where, it's like there's major support here and it does whatever it does. It comes up and you're right back to the major level. And so I'm dropped to lower time frame. I'm at the major level. And this is a zoom in from here, right? I'm at the major level and it just does this and it comes back. And then I'd come back. Okay, it's another throw, but I'll try on this level again, right? Or especially with like an up thrust where I have a certain level which is well defined. The price breaks back up above, comes through, I'm stopped. Comes through, bounces again. I'm stopped out because I have a short trade, right? Then it up thrusts again, reconfirms the trade idea. I will try it again twice, right? I'm not going to sit around and do it 5, 6 times and get chopped out and pay them, put the market makers' kids through college. But if a trade idea, you can reinitiate if your trade idea is revalidated, you can try a second time. Scott, dude, what do you mean? Your question? It's just me. I probably missed a lot of questions. There is no moderator. I'm just a guy hanging out. I don't even know what your question is. Oh, I just answered it. That's so funny. Yeah, like, bro and friends, I have this literally on a banner. It literally says, keep in mind, I may not see your message as I do not have a team or a moderator. So come on, folks. You got to read. Chain link. I mean, it's still in a massive box, a big old bare rectangle after it's moved down, right? And you had a nice move off the lows of the channel, aka support or demand, and a bounce right back into supply or resistance. And until it gets above really $9, I mean, it's still just a bare rectangle, probably going to go lower. Yeah, there's a lot of hype. There's a lot of talk. None of that matches the chart. None of the hype. I almost tweeted this out, but I don't want to be like seen as kind of, anti-link. Just the hype doesn't match the chart. Doesn't match the chart. Let me just check in with the chat room, everybody. Good to see you. What's up, Boondock? How you doing? Thank you so much. Thank you for saying that. I'm incredibly proud of Bitcoin Live. I'm talking about 5 years here. I'll put the market makers' kids through college. I say that. It's so true. It is so true. Indy West Rock. Good to see you, man. Good to see you. All right. I'm going to do one more because I haven't looked at it. It's interesting. DraftKings. And I'm going to wrap it up. Thank you folks so much. I try to keep these short. That way I don't get burned out, and maybe I'll do another one. I'll do more of them. Again, if you want to see me doing more of these videos, hit like, hit subscribe, comment, alert, all that good stuff. I have a bunch of marks from playing this back in the day. So look at this. I had kind of a 2-level filter, and it broke out and continued higher. So that's a nice little reversal. But let's clean it up. That's weekly. Let's go daily. Yeah, nice move here. Wow, nice charge. Right? This is what a lot of altcoins have been unable to do. They have this rounding base type look, but like Link is still here in the channel, right? Like Link's right here, DraftKings is up there. And there's no like DraftKings versus Link pair, but you can think about relative strength of these risk assets, right? Nice clean uptrend, riding the EMA 8 nicely, has held the MA20. In some ways, this is mirroring the SPX though, right? Didn't we just look at SPX with the kind of multiple MA20 hold, right? Let's remember that. Let's take a look. There it is, right? MA20. So in some ways, it's kind of mirroring. Look at that. There's DraftKings. See? So it's kind of almost 1-to-1 for the SPX. So there's no real like relative strength for DraftKings versus other things. I would say it looks like it's mirroring the SPX, which is bullish. This is bullish. I would be a buyer maybe back around, I'd be interested around 26.50. I'd obviously drop into lower time frame to see what the price does. This has been fun. I really enjoyed doing these. What's up, Khalid? Nice to see you, my friend. Yeah, the hype doesn't match the chart. The chart, I can't tell you how much money I lost following hype in my career. And that's been like, it's why I do what I do, right? Helping new traders avoid my old mistakes. Okay. Check out Trading Wisdom on Amazon. Wonderful reviews. Get it for free or a third of the book for free. On my YouTube channel in the playlist, Trading Wisdom. Check out the masterclass tutorials. I'm incredibly proud. If you're trading and you haven't watched these, that's crazy to me. These are unbelievable free courses that will get you in the right direction, open your mind. I love all the free content I have for you. Tweets Explain, interview series, quick market updates. This will go into that channel. Bitcoin Live, best team in the world that studies crypto. I'm a founding analyst. I'm doing it for over 5 years. If you're a video game enthusiast like I am, consider going to Twitch. Follow me, big_Cheds on Twitch. I just do that for fun, so that's no big deal, but I just wanted to mention it. Folks, I appreciate you. It's been fun. I enjoy doing these. Maybe I'll do one this weekend. We'll see. But I'll be doing Bitcoin Live tomorrow and Sunday. So, folks, thank you so much. I hope everybody is doing well, and I will talk to you. Thank you, Indie Rock. I'll talk to you folks soon. Thank you so much. Big Cheds out.